Hey guys, we're back here out of this ASV RT60. So the complaint right now is that we are going to have to end up resealing this cylinder. It is still leaking a bit there. But they were complaining about it smelling like diesel in the cab, and unfortunately I put these down, but this is actually part of the fuel tank here in the floor where your feet usually sit. And we got 1, 2, 3 patches. You know, the tank's already been patched and it's leaking from these patches, from all 3 of them actually. So my recommendation to the customer was to remove this fuel tank from the machine. We'll cut this whole piece out and weld a new piece in. And I don't know how difficult these fuel tanks are to remove, so I guess we'll be figuring it out together. Okay guys, as you can see, this was just cleaned out down here, and you can just see all the fuel coming out of that patch there. Even this one's getting all wet again, and a little bit on that one too. But again, the tank is pretty full. We're gonna pump it out here. We're gonna try to save the fuel for when we come back. Okay guys, you see what I try to do here. This is with the seat mounts, and I'm gonna just kind of hold this tank up there. And I went through the windows. Again, this tank's empty now. I don't think it's that heavy. It feels like it's pretty thin material, so I gotta get underneath, take a bunch of bolts out. Got this one here, one under here, and I think it should drop down and it's gonna kind of tilt up and slide out. That's what we're going to use right now to hold it. And we'll take the bottom bolts out. Huh. This is the actual fuel tank. I don't think it comes out. Shit. At least it's not coming out the bottom. Huh. Okay guys, so I'm under the machine here, trying to see if there's any other, where this fuel tank's being held in or what it's being held in by. And I might have to kind of clean up in here, but I'm really not seeing anything else holding it in place. Okay, the tank is lifting, so the tank's free. The back of the tank's lifting, so it must be hitting the front of this the cab here. I wonder if we take these plastic covers off, if that would give us enough room to tilt the tank like this, lift it up, spin it like this, and walk it out the front door. It's only one way to find out anyway. Alright guys, sometimes when you're working on a machine that somebody else has worked on before, you get bonus tools that fall out of the belly pans, eh? So look at me. New tools. Okay, so I think my battery died, but we ended up getting the heater box out. I had to actually end up slitting these lines, so I'm going to have to replace them as well. But it looks like we have room now. That should push over, and we should be able to try to lift the tank. And hopefully we have enough room in here, and we can just lift it and tilt it and just pull it out. You know what, guys? I think I may be able to just unbolt this whole assembly here and tilt it back out of the way, which we're going to try right now. Oh, it worked out. Okay guys, hear me out here. Like it's an odd shaped fuel tank, but I wonder how much this actual bottom piece. So you can see it's not very thick there. There's not a ton of fuel in here. Like I wonder, it's like an extra 10 liters maybe. A really bad design, because this is where your feet sit all the time. You know, whether if you, let's say a lot of skid steers get used in the winter doing salt and stuff. You know, salt in your boots, even just dirt and water. With the heater right there too. In the winter time, any kind of snow or ice comes in the cab, melts, and it just sits here, and it starts leaking from where your feet are, and of course, you know, it starts stinking like diesel. So, in the cab. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to do a quick measurement on this tank. Roughly just under, 24 3/4 by roughly 16. Now usually I'd go to like an actual steel place to pick this up, but because of the time of day it is and it's Friday, about to be the weekend, and I don't know anywhere that's open on the weekends to pick this up, and I would like to get this tank done on Sunday to have it back in sometime on Monday. So we're gonna go to Fritz's Auto. Guys, I drained as much diesel out of this fuel tank as we can get, and as I'll be cutting it open and doing welding on it, because there was fuel in it, you definitely want to be careful. Fuel is flammable. It's going to be lots of sparks, lots of stuff. So what I'm going to do first here is we're going to run some water through the tank, kind of flush it out with water. And then for cutting this apart, we're going to be using the Weld Plasma Cut 45D. I've only used this machine once before, and it worked pretty good. It's you can run on 120 or 220. We're going to be running it on 220, and probably just running it down low, as we don't need a ton of force for what we're dealing with here. Okay guys, what I did not notice is that there's actually a cross member there. I did cut into it a little bit, it's not a big deal. So there's probably gonna be multiple cross members. I got a feeling there's gonna be one again right here probably. Probably one down in the center as well, but I'm not sure, maybe they just go across, but you have to be careful. Just kind of cut around these things. Well, if you look, that patch job, looks like they stuck a bolt in it. And I'm not sure if they brazed the top and then JB Weld or what happened, but I wonder how long ago it was done and how long it lasted for. That's what I'd be curious about. Okay guys, this is what it looks like so far. Get the grinder out, kind of clean everything up. I probably should have brought my little wire feeder to be welding this up. I just figured I'd do it with the stick welder. I did think the material was maybe going to be a little bit thicker. Again, it's nothing crazy, but I just want to show you, I don't know. That's a little warm. Look what I found. I wonder how long that's been floating around in there for. What else will I find? There you go, and it fits pretty good. Some little gaps here and there. We still gotta, I'm gonna go through this with the grinder to clean up some of the rougher spots and just kind of get it all ready, and then we'll weld it up. And 7018 2.5 mil rods, just because that's what I got on me. And go from there. Okay guys, so I'm gonna test it out right now. I'm gonna fill this up with water. So this tank doesn't actually hold pressure at all. It's a vented tank. So as long as we fill it up above this level, verify there's no leaks, we'll paint it. And again, the welds definitely don't look perfect. I did kind of struggle with the stick welder. This is pretty thin steel. Would have been a lot nicer to do with like a MIG welder or even a flux core, but we got it done. Okay guys, so I had some leaking down in the corner. I don't know if you can see here. I'll try to zoom it in. I grinded it out with a die grinder and got to the bottom of it. Just gonna weld it up now and try it again. Okay guys, so we're back at this cylinder that I had just tightened up, kind of cleaned up and tightened up. It is still leaking. It does look like this other side actually is starting to leak a little bit as well, and I noticed instead of trying to reseal these cylinders, if you look here, so that's on the rod flush there, and you look at the gap we have up here. So basically I can rock this back and forth. So this rod is bent, and it's bent pretty bad. You know, that's me putting, you can see it's quite a bit. I've done this with a level as well, and again, if you look at it more like this, there's no bow to it. It's just in this direction. And then when I went to check this one out, if you look at the bottom there, there's quite a bit of a gap there as well. And again, we do have damage to the chrome. If you look like right there, you can see a couple nicks and stuff. This side as well. So I'm gonna get a price on 2 new cylinders, and I think that's gonna be the best way to go about it.
Why they don't make a bigger hole?
I know. Is that drill? Oh yeah. Hard stuff.
This is from last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Stick that grease fitting back in.
I do it the same way like with the small one. If I block, I take the pin, a little bit clean the hole.
Yeah, yeah.
I put it back the snippers, push grease, and after put it back. It's
brand new.
Like
the ones on the tracks, it won't be so easy, eh?
Yeah.
The ones with the tracks, you gotta take the whole fucking track frame off.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe your
yeah, we can see the grease gun.
Stronger. I hope.
If not,
I don't know how to take that one out. I never take that one out.
Oh, well, the whole track has come right off. The whole frame, everything, it comes right off the machine for that.
The problem is, Dylan, I'm greasing, but someone else so much that they doesn't.
Oh yeah, I know. It's, okay, well I guess I'm gonna get cleaned up and get out of here.
Alright, Dylan, thank you very much.
No problem.
You
Any
need
other
that?
issues?
You need any help?
No, I'm just cleaning up, putting everything away, and then.
I think this machine is staying here, and this machine goes to Kingston.
Oh, okay. Alright guys, that's it for this job and this video too. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. Thanks.